Last stop of the Bassmaster Elite Series for 2024, we're going to the St. Lawrence River, and that is where the Finesse Football Jig that's the first time I used this style of jig head. And you know, we worked with the Northland guys, Gamakatsu, and built a sweet little jig for all the smallmouth anglers out there. So yeah, it's a Finesse Football Jig. It's got a 604 Gamakatsu hook in it, strong, sharp little hook. And it's basically, I use it like with my Ned rig baits, but you can see you've got a little bit more weight packed into that head. And for fishing deep water, for fishing current, and for fishing on the bottom, that head design sort of tends to tilt the baits up off the bottom. You know, they look a little bit more natural, look like a crayfish or a goby kind of scurrying along on the bottom. But this is going to be a big part of my arsenal at the St. Lawrence River event for sure. And you know, the reason why the river has massive current, and even out on lake, if we go out to Lake Ontario, there's still quite a bit of current out there as well. And that jig head, heavy as it is, you know, I'm typically using the 5/16 and the 3/8. I can get it down to the bottom quick to fish that I see on my forward sonar. Just get it down on the bottom. The fish in the river really stay on the bottom a lot more than most places that we fish, so that head is important. Anytime you're fishing a little bit deeper water, and especially like if it's windy, that just get a few of these football heads in your arsenal. They're just a little bit easier to fish than a traditional Ned rig style head, and just get to the bottom a little bit faster. And like I say, they have that rocking action. I'm a big fan of green pumpkin. You know, it just does a good job imitating a crayfish and a goby, but we have them in black and blue, brown, some other colors too, just to match up with whatever baits, you know, you might want to use. And also, don't overlook them for largemouths. You get on some largemouths that are in a little bit deeper water, and they're finicky. You got to give them a little bit of finesse. Check out the Finesse Football Head in the Elite Series lineup of jigs from Northland Fishing Tackle.